Hey everybody, it's Rob from Flailthroughs. This is Gundam Breaker 2 Extra, and only one this weekend because I've been having some problems. Just basically, it's been very dry in the house and my eyes have hurt, so because of that, we're just doing one for this weekend, and it is as requested the Gundam Exia. So, I've gotten everything leveled up pretty well, as you can see. I'm using the GN sword as the main weapon, as, you know, it's an Exia. The GN sword in rifle mode as its rifle. All the other parts are level 7. Reasonable low-endish stats, but, you know, it'll work. For option parts, repair kit, of course. Its set of GN blades, it's GN beam sabers and beam daggers, both of which can be thrown, and the GN Vulcans, which I do not expect to be using very much. Of course, for its EX Action Trans-Am, I'm using Mirage Shot / Spectral Shot for my ranged, and Cross Slash for / Tempest for the melee, even though it's a little bit tough to control. Burst action, of course, it doesn't use Riser Sword because it does not have the Riser, so going with Arbiter Breaker. It's using the feed forward module, I believe. No, it has grown some more slots. Apparently you get more slots by upgrading things, because it only had 5 when I started, so let's throw a couple of treasure hunters on there. I do love me some treasure hunter. And the current module, of course, being the feed forward module for the recoil control. And since I'm going to be relying on repair kits, since my repair, since I'm not using the armor repair EX action, we'll go with the repair augmenter for the last one. Okay, I could actually add a lot more to this, considering it's got like double the capacity it needs. That's thanks to the magic of the GN condensers in the arms and legs. They do add capacity, which is nice because, of course, usually the equipment like that only ever detracts from capacity, so it's good. The shield is not great, but it does okay. It's got 13% block rate and a 10,000 damage shield bash at this level, which is, honestly, that's all not great for this level of the game. The level I'm going to try and get through may be a little bit beyond this machine, but I've got Trans-Am, so let me go ahead and save this setup in case I need to do it again. And yeah, since we're only doing one this weekend, we're just going to do the new DLC stage, which is in Great Canyon. And I have no idea what that says, but the prize is the Gundam Cherudim is the new DLC. So C rank is mid-range plastic ×5, B rank 77,000 GP, A rank Cherudim Gundam weapons base H ×1. Probably need a bunch of those to make everything it has. 2 mastery batteries, which not a bad thing to do. I used up a fair number of those. Challenge rewards are shield base M1. I'm not quite sure what that's what the condition is, but the second one I believe is make the ace appear, and that's Gundarium base M. Let's accept the mission, and before I go in, I forgot to show you. I did want to show you the. I did also spend quite a few ability batteries on this to upgrade the various skills. That's going to be easiest to show you through the scratch menu. Oops. Okay, the GN sword skill is called Attacker Weapon. It just gives like a blanket increase in damage percentage, I believe. Of course, the rifle doesn't show up because it's a subset of the GN sword. This Saber Mastery, so it, ups the power of my Saber attacks. E-Carbon, which actually reduces capacity a little bit, but ups your defense. This has E-Carbon also, and Clavicle Antenna, excuse me. I could not quite make it out, which does a thing. I think that's another attack increase. Don't hold me to it. More Saber Mastery here, so between the two, I've got about, I think, 60%, 50% or thereabout increased my Saber damage. This is another E-Carbon, so you know, defense up all around. GN Condenser here, which ups your capacity considerably and gives you more thruster and more hit points. Legs, more of the same, E-Carbon and GN Condenser. Backpack, E-Carbon and GN Drive and Trans Am system, which, when you upgrade that, Trans Am lasts longer, and it once again gives you more capacity. So yeah, that's why this thing is not hurting for capacity when a lot of other mobile suits are at these levels. The mistake I did make is I spent a lot of batteries on upgrading this, when eventually I am going to have to trade it in if I want the 00 Gundam shield, which I kind of do. But, oh well, live and learn, and it's not anything you can't replace. This is one of those games like Monster Hunter where there is nothing you can't replace, it just will take time, and lots of it. But, like I said, not a great shield, but it'll do. It's got auto guard, so I'm going to have to be careful not to get pinned down, and, you know, repeatedly guard broken, because that could really mess me up, as you've seen before. I think I should be able to use Trans Am to cancel out of that. E-Carbon, so in this case that just ups the block percentage, because it doesn't, you know, change anything, doesn't change hit points or anything. And GN Field, which also gives more block, and actually costs a little bit of capacity, but not enough to really be noticeable. So, that's what we're using. Let's go use it. But yeah, unfortunately my monitor here is one of the things that actually causes the most eye strain for me, so I have not been, I've been spending as little time at my computer as possible, which is bad because I've got a comic review to do this for this week, but oh well. But can't be helped. Okay. Turn the brightness down a little bit too much. This is a little bit tough to see, but Spectral Shot. Slash Tempest. Worked better than I thought it would. Okay, well, the mooks aren't giving me any trouble. That's good. This stage is kind of rife with jammers, though. Like, to an annoying degree. Okay, well, I did actually ultimately hit it. That's good. Unfortunately, this is so dark on my screen, I'm having a little bit of trouble making things out, because again, turned the brightness down so that I could actually record it all. Stupid eyeballs. But let's try the rifle. I haven't even tried that yet. Oh, well, I kind of need the arms to use that, so Spectral Shot. Okay. I should activate Trans Am. That will probably help. Well, it definitely makes me faster, which does help. There's that. Got it. Okay. Moving on. But yeah, lots of turrets, lots of jammers in this stage, so... Well, caught a couple of them on my way through. Oh yeah, I don't have anything to attack with until I've got my arms back. That's the one problem with the setup with using the GN sword and rifle, etc. You know, it'd be the same with most other weapon pairings, but basically if I leave that one arm, if I lose that one arm, I have no way to attack. Actually, that's not entirely true. I should be switching to my double blades, because they, yeah, they're not super strong, but they are a method of attack that I can use if my primary arm is lost, so... Let's Gaius. Be nice to combine this with Trans Am, but timing didn't work out. Oh, now I'm combined with Trans Am. And you'll notice that since it doesn't have the quantum mode that the 00 Riser does, it just glows a brighter pink when you're in burst mode Trans Am as opposed to glowing green. I think that's right anyway. I watched most of the first season of Gundam 00, never have finished the second. I liked it well enough, but yes, that's one neat thing. You can actually throw the GN beam sabers and daggers, which as you can see did not do enough to smash the breaker, but... The one nice thing is that the GN sword being as large as it is, Slash Tempest cuts a pretty wide swath through things, so that is handy. Okay, not a lot of damage. Does it charge? Okay, that's one thing. The GN sword does not have a charge shot, so what you see is what you get in terms of the shots. Just these. That and Spectral Shot, so... which is not the end of the world, but... let me grab that for healing. I'm gonna wait... yeah, that is the Acid Jammer is what it's called. So I guess you can say... I guess it's supposed to be like... spreading a very thin... distribution of acid throughout the atmosphere or something, but... whatever you want to say it's doing, it's... annoying because it causes your hit points to count down, as mine have. Thank you, Repair Augmenter. I'm doing better than I thought I would, honestly. I was not expecting to... almost, not quite. Let's... there, got it. I'm saving my Trans Am for something special, because I think there should be a boss. Might not be till the next screen, but there's a couple of minor sub-bosses, I do believe. There it is, so let's get ready with the Trans Am. Actually, let's do it now so we can get to that booster, to that jammer quicker, and keep our health relatively high. Okay, let's do this. There. Now. 1, 2, 3. Middling damage, but it worked. And there's people behind me trying to kill me. Which is normal. I really need to do something about those turrets if I can. Which would be lovely. Ah, there we go. 1. Okay, there's 1. Gotcha. There. Okay, your defense... okay, come on. I was in an EX move. I should have been invulnerable. There we go. Oops, there's another one. Okay, well. Would you like to reconsider? There. There we go. Okay, next area, which is through here and on the right. I can't really heal my team, so they'll just have to take care of themselves. Which they're not always super good at, let's be honest. But we can hope. Okay, and this is the one part. Interestingly, when I did this stage before, it was not at night, which I guess it depends on what time of day you're playing. Ah. But yes, this is the canyon section of Great Canyon, which I have never liked. I've gotten better at it. I'm less likely to go sailing off the edge, at least when I am fully sighted and I can actually see where the edge is. That is true. At the moment, well... yeah, yesterday when I tried this mission, it was daytime, so I guess it depends. I guess there's an internal clock. That was pretty good. Couple of good kill shots. Okay. No, you're not. Bye. Okay. This should get a pretty good swath of them. It did. In a way, you're almost better off not worrying about what you're locked onto with Slash Tempest, because it's just going to keep going in a straight line either way. Okay. Okay, now I have to go back over there and kill everything over there, and then I'll be able to come back and fight the elite, and then we'll be able to move on. Bounce this. It seems like the animation for the GN sword is slightly different from your standard weapon, but only slightly. Okay, oops, I was going to the wrong catapult. I'm glad that popped up. There's the right catapult. And Trans Am. I think it's time to do that, because I couldn't keep track quite of where I was between all the bosses, so that was bad. But they should be done, and we should be ready to move on. Powered me down. Okay, and this is the last area, so I'm hoping I've done well enough to make the ace come out to play, but I'm pretty sure I have, so. That being the case, I'm going to save my Trans Am until the ace comes out, hopefully. Possibly just until the elites, but if I'm lucky, the ace. There's the elite. There's a standard Cherudim Gundam, and then one of the fancy ones with the extra bits is the ace, so. Ow. That was rude. You could lock onto the guy who's trying to kill you. Just as a thing. There you go. Now, take him to pieces. There's that one. Is there more? Well, there's a Dynamis to kill first, so I think I've gotten enough of a score to make the ace appear. I hope so, but we'll find out. Well, yes. Oh, Master Grade Dynamis backpack. I didn't have that. And yeah, it's 2 of the 00 MSV Cherudim. Yeah, GNHW/R. I think it's going to be Gaia's here. Caught him fair and square with that. Oh, that's right, I had activated Gaia's already. Well, I got one. Did I get both? I got both. Okay, so not bad. And I got more Cherudim Gundam parts that I did not have. Lovely. Okay, so we did not get S rank, so no Mastery Battery. I have gotten it before, though, so the Mastery Battery ones aren't that urgent to have. I did spend a few setting this up, so it'll be nice to get more. And, you know, I'll be able to, because I'll probably be playing the stage again to get the rest of the Cherudim parts I need. But, okay, we got the Cherudim Gundam head. Two of those, in fact. Jinx 3 head, which we don't need. Cherudim torso, which I already had. Cherudim arms, they're for the MSV type. I don't know if you can get the normal type or if you can just buy those separately in the shop, but either way. Cherudim legs, they're for the fancy version too. You can tell because they have those extra bits on the back. Susanoo legs, which I had. Master Grade Dynamis backpack, which of course is just a GN drive. Jinx, which is the other kind of GN drive. And Jinx 3, also the other kind of GN drive. Builder's kit parts, mostly low to mid-level stuff. That is actually something that a lot of the lower level mobile suits I've been working on lately requires, so it's good to have more of that. If you need that, you can get a pretty good amount at Gundam Cafe 5, and if you're at the high levels I am, you can blaze through that in like 2 minutes, so that's a good stage to be doing for that type of plastic. Other than that, more plastics I need more of. I spend quite a bit of that upgrading to. I had 999, now I don't. Some of the higher end stuff. Some of the higher end carbons. E-carbon base H, Gundarium base M, E-carbon base M, long rifle base H2, which makes sense all considered. Saber base H2, Phaelong flag HCAD chip, so if you're looking for that, this is a good place to be. Rifle base M1, Sinanju shield HCAD chip, that's weird. I already have it, but if you need that, this is a good place for it. Shield base M1, some more ability battery ones. I spent quite a few of those too, so that's good to see. And, of course, the Cherudim Gundam weapon base H. So, that is going to do it for today. We will be back on Monday with more Gundam Breaker 2. So, till next time, everybody take care and have fun. Later!